You believe the words on the screen. Sometimes I don't believe the words on the screen because I can't make it go live, but excuse me. I'm trying. Let me wave my hand to make it entertaining for you. All right, we got chat up, but we have no stream. Oh, there it is. Nope. Waiting for Elveshelves. Yeah, welcome to the club. Me too. Reboot like a 50. Okay, we got a commercial here. That's encouraging. Brought to you by a Snowy Peak. Oh, come on.
This terrain does not fit.
Whistler. Oh man, they're advertising to fancy people going on fancy vacations. I like it. I like it. How's those grapes look there, kids? Well, let's try one, find out. Yummy. Let me get this up to the kitchen TV so I can see. All right. I got to make some coffee here real quick because, like, I'm definitely some coffee. I need to empty that for recycling, but I think it's been full for about a month. I'll get to that maybe tomorrow. Every time I'm about to do it, something important comes up in my life. I don't have time to take the recycling out. Weird. Weird how that works. We're actually doing something here that's worth watching. I mean, none of this is probably worth watching, but here we go. Oh man, another day, another donut. What's this week's episode going to be about? Well, I could spend an hour talking about money side by side, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. One, due to the fact there's going to be plenty of. Oh yeah. Oops. I'm trying to think of all the crazy shit that happened this week. I need to start writing it down. Stream a little more serious and have show prep notes, right? Wouldn't that be a good idea? Wouldn't this channel be better if the host of it was a little more serious and had notes? Just think how great that would be. Like, hey dude, can you take this a little more serious? I just realized we're gonna use half and half for the dairy section of the old French toast. I got an oat nut bread. I'm not even sure how this is gonna work with the old French toast, but I got a feeling oat bread's not gonna be the most delectable French toast version of yeah. I think we'll do 2 egg. I'll tell you what though, the other day. I've been eating eggs for, as long as I can remember that eggs are a thing you can eat. And I cracked an egg the other day, and for the first time in my entire life, I think I got a bad egg. Like when I cracked this egg, the whole inside of the shell was yellow, and the yolk was yellow. Not just the yolk. The whites of obviously the yolk's yellow. The whites were yellow. And I was just like, like, freaked me out. Now I'm paranoid because I was taught, maybe surprised to learn this, but I was actually taught things when I was growing up. I don't think they do that anymore. I was taught, but disregarded, a piece of cooking knowledge. When you crack eggs, you should always crack them in a separate container, not into the container that you're making something with, because if you get a bad egg and you crack it in, you ruin all your ingredients. My philosophy always was, as you live in America, we don't have bad eggs. That happens. Bad eggs happen in countries where they eat pets, not in America. And then I realized America is where we eat pets. We're going to get bad eggs. So I'm cracking eggs in a fucking container now. That's how that works. Yeah. Just when you thought you didn't live in a third world country, you found out you do in fact live in a third world country. See? See how inclusive we are? Shitholes aren't just for the rest of the world. We get to have them here in America too. Nice. Feel good. You feel good knowing that it's not just the rest of the world that has fucking lives in a shithole. We get to have one too. Yay. God almighty. I'm trying to think all the... Oh man, just the whole thing. Just all of it. I love how when I was growing up I never knew what the word gaslighting meant. Isn't that great? How naive I was. No such thing as gaslighting when I grew up. And propaganda what dictators did to fucking their citizens, you know. Not in America. It turns out. Much like the shithole situation in the foreign country pets. Turns out we get to have some of that now too. It's pretty fun. It's like, dude, what is happening? What is happening? Doesn't make sense. And it's not, it's like, it used to be all like behind the scenes. Like that's always all hidden. You didn't get to know about it. Now it's just obvious. Just right in your face. Like right in your face. Like I saw a thing, you know, because I like to keep my channel, you know, as fucking divisive as possible. I saw a thing where someone typed in a certain person who's running for an elected position in a trash can, and the AI generated a cartoon of that person in a trash can. And then the person typed in their opponent in a trash can, and the AI said, we can't put that person in. And you get to draw your own conclusion. I don't even have to tell you who it was, because you'll know. You'll know exactly what I'm saying. One person is allowed to have an AI generated in a trash can. Person is not allowed. It's disallowed. Disallowed. And it's like, what? I mean, they could both be in a trash can, can't they? Like, or none of them can be. Like, how does this work again? Man. Help me understand. To understand. Let's put some of this Mexican vanilla in here. I always put too much. Oh, did it again. Like Brittany would say, I did it again. Oh man, what did I hear the other day? Someone did like a chemical attack on people that were attending a... You guys hear about that one? Jesus Christ. Burn their eyes. Like people that were sitting on the stage on one side only all got it. Or a bunch of them got it. Dude. Started to read history books, what they do to people. I don't know. It's getting interesting. Getting kind of interdasted. That's why I'm just going to focus on this breakfast right now. The old 2-egg breakfast. I don't want to use all my eggs. You never know. This might be the last 4 eggs I ever get on the planet Earth. I might get a chemical exposure myself here pretty quick. All right. Put these away. I'm not sure why, but like I'm having a problem getting my streams to like not suck as far as quality. Like I went back and like the last couple of weeks I've been watching my streams and like the audio is all clippy and the fucking video's all... I don't even know what's happening. I mean, talk about people in trash cans too much? Am I being censored? Possible. We're gonna use the round cast iron griddle. Let's get that. While we're getting that warmed up, let's get a cup of coffee. I'm gonna use this one because it was in hand reach. It says you're awesome. Keep that shit up. Double thumbs up. I don't use this one very much. I don't think it's a full size cup. It's like some sort of odd shape. But the dishwasher needs to have something done with it. I assume ran, therefore those are not available. And the dishes are piling up. So therefore, yeah. You know the thing, man. Come on, man. You know the thing. What did I see the other day? They hadn't. Oh, I'm just gonna spout out my mouth like a dumb saying dumb shit that doesn't know what he's talking about. But they haven't had a cabinet meeting for the current administration in like a really long time, and they had one the other day. And you know who was there? The president wasn't there. His wife was there, and I'm like, what? And I'll be honest, I didn't really read the article because like I don't even know what the hell the point of reading the article anymore. Because I'm not surprised. Like, but it's like, is that what's going on? Like. Is the president's wife running the presidency's position? I'm a little confused. Yeah, I used this yesterday, so we're gonna do a dividing line. We're only gonna use this half I put a spoon on here twice. I'm gonna say that the listeria can only go so far in 24 hours. So as long as we stay over here, we'll be fine. Calm down. I don't have so many spoon rests available. I've reached my monthly limit on spoon rests. Spoon rest. Whatever. I just, God Almighty, save us all. Save us all, please. Well, I guess we can start with traffic. I always tell traffic stories because, like, I mean, growing up, that's another one. Growing up, you got about 1 or 2 good traffic stories a year. Usually a year you're involved. Now you get 1 a week. Bare minimum. My traffic story this week all happened within, 5 minutes, and it's 2 stories in one. So good, as one does in traffic. And there's a road that I drive down that has like some yards that are like elevated with wall. There's one on a corner, and it's a weird corner because the road is here and the intersection's like that. It's like off angle. Most of the traffic goes that way, so people have to come down, look kind of across backwards. So it's a shit design, as roads are. How else would you do a road? But my stream just looks like it's froze. I was driving down the road and approaching that area, and I saw a bunch of smoke coming over the retaining wall. So I'm just driving, me. Not speeding, not crossing the line, not on my cell phone, just noticing smoke. Saying to myself, there's smoke over there, as one does when one sees smoke in a location that normally doesn't have smoke, right? Sorry, rubbing my eyes. I'm sleepy. It's like I'm starting to come into that quote-unquote intersection, and I'm looking up at the smoke to my left. And I'm like, well, dummy, you're driving. You might want to like look at the road because you're supposed to be looking at the road, not the smoke. So I bring my eyes back down to the road, and as I bring them down, come across the intersection. And when I look across the intersection, I just happen to notice, to be perfectly clear here, I have the right of way. There's no stoppage for me at all. I'm just on a through road. This is a feeder road, the intersection thing I'm talking about. I just happened to notice a car decided not to see me and is just pulling out right into my lane. But I was like looking at the sky, at the smoke, and then I see this car coming at me, and then I hear screeching tires, and now I'm swerving like, oh fuck, I'm about to get fucking just drilled. Thankfully, due to my fucking avoiding getting drilled skills, I swerved to the right, and the beauty of this particular intersection is just short section. There's an intersection for the other side, which oddly is at a different angle. So the roads are like this. Like if this is the road I'm driving, because we're gonna use kitchen stove as diagrams. One road's like this, and then the other road's like that. So all these crazy angles, it sucks. The whole thing's shit. So I drive, I'm like, oh shit, I swerved this way. Well, there's a car here want to pull out. And I swerved, oh my God, it was nuts. I just been out of my driveway for 3 minutes, 2 minutes. God. Now I'm not going to say who was driving that car. But that goddamn lady wasn't paying attention to shit 'cause she almost hit me. See how that works? See how I did that? Fucking Christ. And that's not the end of the story. The story continues. I survived that near-death experience. Get to the light, take a left, because that's what I do. go left, drive down to my new favorite intersection by the gas station with the median painted on the road that no one pays a fucking attention to, because why the fuck would you paint a median where everybody turns? And what do I get? Oh yeah, I get a guy turning at the painted median in a Kia with no lights that operate, or the guy didn't use turn signals and figured out how to use brakes without brake lights. Pretty sure his lights were no good. Anyways, I'll be honest, like I maybe don't have 100% focus in the morning. So I'm just driving along and like, you know, they got a little swerve thing over the median painted line, but like, I mean, I'll drive over that median sometimes because it's like, it's where the car is supposed to go. It's like, they painted the median where you drive, you have to swerve around the median for this painted line situation, like whatever. Third brake light was still working, but I guess I was looking at the turn signal because, like, you know, if your turn signal on where the new painted median is, that means you're going to try to make an illegal turn on top of the painted median, and I'll try to like swerve around you in the actual road I'm supposed to go, not in this painted median situation. So I was looking at his turn signal, and his turn signal didn't fire off, and where I was looking, the brake didn't work. So I was like, oh, he's just looking. I'm straightening this road out. I'm just going to drive across the median, which one does sometimes, you know, like whatever. Nope, he was turning. Almost, I mean, I'm not that shitty of a driver. Like, I didn't almost hit him, but there is a, I don't know if you'll know it if you've experienced. If you're ever following someone with no brake lights and they put their brakes on, it's you'll experience an experience that is as follows: a car with no brake lights just comes flying at you. That's what you're like. Why is that car coming at me? Because you're following and you're both going, and all of a sudden this just like starts coming at you because your brain isn't registering the information as it normally is. Normally it's brake lights, car comes at you. When it doesn't happen, it's like, what's happening? It's a very, you're like, if you've never seen it or experienced it, you're like, with the first time, you're like, oh, yep, that's it. There it is. That car is flying at me for no fucking reason at all. So I followed the dude in. I was like, dude, fuck this shit. Like, this guy has no idea. Because, like, no. Then I remembered the story of the lady I saw with no brake light. And I told her, you know, I stopped, gave her the international roll window down signal. She sighed. This asshole wants to talk to me. Yeah, your brake lights are out. And her answer is, yeah, I know. And so then I always remember there are people who are fucking useless. And, you know they have an illegal, dangerous, like, yeah. No brake lights is not a thing that you like. I'll take care of your next week. Like that's a thing you should like. If you're gonna lose your job for being late, don't take care of it right now. But like the first moment you got a free time, you should probably take care of that. Anyways, so I followed the guy to the gas station that he turned into, assuming like a normal human being, it would be pulls up to the gas station, gets out of the car, puts gas in. No, not this guy. He had to. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was playing with, if he was fucking watching a movie. He had to sit in his car at the gas pump for like way too fucking, like, you gotta realize I'm going someplace. I'm not wanting to stop. I'm on my way to a place I'm supposed to be at. But like this dipshit's out fucking trying to kill children. You know, he's trying to kill orphans. He's trying to kill might be someone's dinner. I have no idea what this guy's doing, but he's not using brake lights like he's supposed to. Finally he gets out. I'm like, dude, you don't need brake lights, the third one at the top, or turn signals. He's like, really? Thanks, man. It's like, all right, well. Every time you hear a bell, an angel gets its wings type of shit. Maybe I'll make it to heaven for that one, but. And then, this fucking gas station I turned into to go the direction I want, I have to go to this fucking intersection that's like, I always feel like I'm going to get T-boned. I was like, dude, if I get T-boned leaving this gas station for stopping to tell some dipshit that his fucking brake lights aren't out, I will not be happy. God almighty. I was sure it was going to happen. But it turned out I didn't get hit by a car and everything worked out great. And then everybody's... That's what I'm going to end all my stories from now on is... And then everybody... Even if it's a story about me having diarrhea in a fucking bathroom by myself... At the end of it, everybody see. Jesus Christ, shit is ridiculous. And then everybody clapped, and then we all just clapped. It was amazing. So if you caught my live stream yesterday, which I went back and watched, and it was absolutely fucking unwatchable because the internet is fucking shit at my house apparently. You'll see or you'll learn that I got a new side-by-side. And if you didn't know that, surprise, I got a side. And it is fucking awesome. The only thing that sucks about it is 100% of everything that makes it even more awesome is expensive. It was expensive. And yeah. I kind of wish I lived someplace where there was more fun places to drive the thing, having to fucking make a day trip out of it. That's the one thing that just absolutely fucking just bums me out, dude, beyond belief. Like, I get so jealous when I watch videos of people like, yeah, I live out here in fucking zero fucking shit-stained fucking forest land, or I live here in fucking Desertville, or I live here in these shit mountains that no one can do anything in because you can't do anything. You can't make money off any of this shit. Like where I live, the money is, or the ground is just worth fucking cash. Like, you don't drive toys on it, you grow food on it. It's like, there's no place to fucking drive this shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I found places. I think I put 20 miles on the thing already, but I may or may not be breaking the law doing it. I'm not going to ever admit to that. What was it, like, do a cut edit. Now we're in Mexico, right? I took side-by-side to Mexico the other day. It was fucking amazing. I'm just trying to get it set up so I can, like, there are some places I can go, but, like, ooh, that's getting hot. Let me turn that off for a second. I got a little, we're sending signals over here. There are places I can go that are just like an easy, but like, without even being exaggerating, I've been to both of these places, and in 100% of the places, I've had to use a winch to recover a vehicle that I was with, which is like it's a thing you do when you're off-roading. Well, if I drag this machine by myself with no winch and I get stuck, what the hell would I do then? I mean, I suppose I could make like adult decisions and say, hey, there's a giant fucking situation that's in trouble, don't go there, but like, come on. So I got a winch ordered. The only problem, I don't have a way to mount the winch. I'm trying to sort that out because the way I understand the way things work, there's the factory bumper, which is, oh man, it passes the definition of a bumper just by the fact that it is a bumper, but it isn't really like extraordinarily large amounts of coverage. And I'm kind of nervous of like, man, that oat bread makes some of the worst French toast. God damn. At least in my for the way I like French toast. We might do a little less film on the plate here, a little more film on me. I've actually thought about stop filming myself eating, but we'll go back to the cooking here in a second. Tell stories. What's wrong with you? I'm looking at my cabinets. So anyways, got a hole in my beard. Fill that in. So like, you pick your winch. I think I got the one I want. Whatever. I mean, I ordered it, so I can. But you have to mount it to something. So they make these mounts that go to the bumpers. That's fine. $70 for the plate, whatever. So then, but I'm like, is that the bumper that I'm gonna use forever? And it's like, all right, if I get the winch and I get the plate and I mount it to the bumper I have right now, Like, do I need to leave wire in case I change something? How much different location? Because wouldn't that suck if like I get the winch, I get the plate, I mount it, I trim the wires, get them perfect. I later upgrade a different bumper, and then I'm like an inch short. Like, what do you do then? So I'm like, well, what about a bumper, like an aftermarket bumper that has the winch plate already integrated into it? You know, like don't waste $70 on a piece of metal that you bolt to the bumper. Put the $70 in the bumper that is the bumper that you want to have in your thing. So I'm looking at that and it's like, oh god, oh god. It's like, all right, well, how much for a bumper without the plate? Like, maybe buy the $70 plate and put it in a regular bumper. And it's like, none of them are answers that I want to know about. None of them. Not a single one. That shit's ridiculous. But the winch I want is currently like 31% off, which is substantial. So I said, fuck it. I just did it. Oh, it's like still fucking. A winch is a deal where like you'd pay anything to have a winch that worked if you ever needed a winch. I just gotta figure out how to mount the goddamn thing. Like I know the answer is I gotta get the bumper with the thing. That's the correct answer. I know it is. Or it's get the bumper and put the plate on it. Whatever it is. It's like don't to it. I'm just trying to think. To mount the winch in the bumper that I'm not gonna keep is just doing it twice. I know it is because I will install it on that bumper. Like the bumper I have now is like a little. It's like a horseshoe. It's like this little tiny thing. God bless them for putting it on there, I guess. But like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I've got a 4-wheeler. It's got like kind of a real bumper on it. Like, kind of covers the front end in case you have a fucking situation. What to say. I don't know what to think or what to do. All I know is, how long have I been going here? I'm only going 28 minutes. Unfortunately, I need to use the restroom. I don't know for you guys. What can I do that entertain you while I go? I have a little time. I need a break. I need a little break time here. We can just do. No, you're not going to the bathroom with me. There you go. You can look at my eggs. That's fun. Enjoy that. Enjoy the stylings of that. While I'll be right back. Nothing I can do. Maybe I'll turn a fan on. I've never done this on a live stream, but like, I'm a human, and the moment has risen. So, see you later. Well, that's a kill a stream, huh? I'm back. Sorry about that. I never had to do that before on the live stream. 28 minutes in didn't seem appropriate. Anywho's, let's continue along here. What are we talking about? Oh, the side by side. Yeah, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Yeah, the winch thing, I gotta get that sorted out. Like, it needs to be sorted out immediately. I just don't. I'm 90% sure I just need to get the bumper sorted and just do that. I found a bumper that I could do. It's just, it's a little bit more than I kind of want to spend on a bumper. But I always have to remember I don't have to buy that plate. That's what the mental gymnastics, right? Find the most expensive mounting plate that you don't have, then you subtract it from the expensive bumper that you have to buy, and that's how much of a discount you get, right? See, it's amazing. You're getting great. God damn. I just watched a video of a guy who had a machine that's like maybe 3 years older than the one I just got. A little different machine. More the desert racing one. The title of his video was like, what did he say? How I spent 40 grand on my fucking side by side. I'm like, oh my god, what? And he went through and he explained everything that he did. How he got to, and he has a piece of paper there with all the numbers and everything. And like, when it was all said and done, it wasn't like he like just put over the top crazy stuff. It's like, oh, no one would do that. It was like, he basically he just put parts on his ATV that are just what TV parts cost, like $300 there, $400 there, $500 there. And the next thing you know, he's at 40 grand. And I'm like, dude, that's never going to happen. That is not happening. But then you look at what the guy did. And it's like, well, yeah, no, I could probably get okay. I'd be okay with one of those. Like, that'd be fine. I'd take some of that. He would board on his wheels though, and I would never do that. He like put the Honda race wheels on it, like. But still, it's just like, you try to get ideas of what, like, what would be cool to have, nice to have, or what it's required to have, and some of the shit he did I don't need. Some of the shit he did is like, that's fucking cool. Like, I like that. Like, that's a good idea. Like, he did the bumper in front with the integrated winch. It's like, that makes sense. He also did the rear bumper with the integrated receiver. But I already ordered a receiver, so like that ship is already it's floating down the river right now. I didn't order the rear bumper just because I'd rather have the front bumper and the winch than a rear bumper. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm more likely to crash the front of the thing than the rear. Not saying that I'm not going to be capable of crashing the rear, but generally speaking, my experience, I spend more time going forward in a vehicle in reverse. Although I have crashed into shit going backwards, like bumped into things. So like maybe, I don't know. Famously, this is the truth, and I don't know why I ever did this or what caused me, but like at one point in my life, I dug or had a backhoe, and I was like, you know where I should put this backhoe bucket? I should put it in my driveway. And I did that, and then I bought a brand new car, and then I backed into it. Yep. A fucking giant steel backhoe bucket. Like, the car was like a week old too. It's like, I didn't hit it hard. It was like, and I was about to go for it, and I was like, did I just hit that backhoe bucket? And I was like, got out. I was like, yep, sure did. You goddamn dipshit. Put a scratch in my car. Yep. Whatever. Whatever. I think I was up till like 2 a.m. last night looking at shit, trying to make decisions, because, like, I don't know, like, maybe it is on to me. I feel like they are. Like, the winch thing, I couldn't believe that. Like, that just, like, they just put it on, like, magically on sale. I was like, what? It's like, for only a couple days. I'm like, really? Is this, I mean, but it was like, the way that company, it's Moto Alliance, it's what the winch is. The way they do their stuff, like, you can buy it through their website, or you can buy it through their eBay store, you can buy it through their Amazon store, whatever you want to do. And I'm just like, dude, is this real? Like, you know, I found it on the Amazon, I put it in the camel and the price thing kind of came across as like never changes, and like try to do some cost comparisons, like what were the Black Friday sale. Like the best I was seeing like lately, the last couple years, is people are doing like 20% off on Black Friday. And this is like I don't know how they actually price their stuff. Like, on their actual website, the price is way, way higher. But whatever. It's just, I can buy shit off Amazon, put it on my Amazon card, get another 5%. So that's like it'd be 36% off. That's pretty good. Like, that's gonna be a pretty good deal. It's gonna be a sweet winch. I went with the Viper V2. If you know anything about winches, some of you guys do. It's an IP 60. It's rated for 3 foot of water for a half hour. Waterproof. Got the full 60-foot string. Black aluminum, which is a stupid idea because it's going to burnish out to be regular aluminum, but that's what they sent. Fair lead. Wireless system. The whole shebang. Lifetime. So, like, the V2 is the Viper. I guess it's equivalent to the Viper Elite Gen 2. I put Viper Elites and all my other shit with her lifetime warranty stuff. Always oversize my stuff. I think I have a 3,000-pound winch on my TV. I think I have a 3,500-pound winch on my Mule. This one's a 4,500-pound winch. I always go way overboard on my winches because, like, there's certain things in life that I don't think are good ideas to see if you can save $1 on. Like, and this is like solid advice. You can take this. You don't have to. One of them is like outerwear, like. The clothes you put on when you go out in the environment, especially when environments you shouldn't skimp on those. So like if you live where it's extraordinarily cold to the point where like the cold will kill you, you don't want to see like, I want to save some money. Like give me the discounted version of that. Like, no, that's not, don't go for a bargain there. I used to say shoes, but like I've been buying shoes lately. I need to reassess my shoe situation. I used to always wear like Gore-Tex shoes and like always got nice shoes, but like I got some shoes and like they just turned to shit and they fell apart and I was just fucking furious. I spent a lot of money on like just been wearing Crocs lately because I'm just like protesting shoes because and like along those lines, like, you know, emergency equipment, you know, you probably want to get decent emergency equipment. You don't have to. I'm not saying that my philosophy is you got to go with whatever is the world's greatest, you know, like you don't need to be able to go to the Antarctica. You know, you might want some fucking Gore-Tex. You might want some Windstopper, you know. You might want to have the stuff, but you don't need to have like, what is it, Arctic Goose or whatever. You don't need $10,000, but like, anywho's. So that's my philosophy with like recovery stuff. Like, I don't always buy like American-made recovery straps because just like, I mean, I kind of, I don't know I don't know how to philosophize on all this shit. Like, I had a comment on my channel the other day on a pair of boots I bought. I made a video about it, like just boots, and they were the Rock Rooster boots, right? Rock Rooster. It's like it's not a premium brand. It's not a American-made brand. But it's I would call it a mid-level boot. Because obviously there's low level, like just junky shit with like glued on soles or whatever. So it's a mid-priced boot with like premium boot features. Which that hits the sweet spot for me, where it's like I want the features, the technology, I want the materials at a decent price. And well, the way you do that, I guess, is you buy it made in China. And some guy commented on my channel, was like, "Oh, here's a goddamn." He called me a union carpenter, making union carpenter wages, not buying boots made by union fucking bootmakers. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy coming from? I'm not in the union, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? I don't have anything against people that work for a union, but it's like, just come on my channel and they're blasting me about something that's not even based in fucking reality. I was like, I don't know who these union boot makers, I don't know who the union boot fucking, I don't know where that is. I don't know where you find the union boots. Like, does this guy talk about like Thursday boots or something? Like hips, like shit that costs like $400 fucking for a pair of boots that are gonna wear out in a year no matter where the fuck they're made. Oh, you get the good ones that don't wear out. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you working in an office? Like, I got some fucking news for you. Do you buy a pair of boots that are gonna fucking wear out? Oh no. Good boots don't wear out because those cows, I mean, what, is it Wege boot or what is it called? Like, what kind of cow meat fucking leather are you running, dude? Like, I feel like people don't realize we all live on the same planet. Like, what are these materials you have access to that are so much better than the ones they're using someplace else? Like, I don't get it. Unless you're talking about like stitching failures. But like, those boots that we're talking about, they have Vibram Christie, is what they're called, like a crepe sole. I'm pretty sure Vibram is an American company. I think they used to be made. They may be made in China. Anyways, that's a mainstream sole. Like, that's not like some knockoff chintzy. That's a boot that you would get a sole that would be, you need to know what you're buying and you'd be happy with it. And they don't have a big lug sole on them. They're like it's a low tread, like doesn't collect mud. Super grippy, great for walking on roofs and great for walking on like on wood because it doesn't slip, but they wear out fast. And this dude like, oh, those fucking soles are shit. They wear out too quick. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you like? So like the soles are sewn to a boot that was made in China that makes the sole no good now? Like if that was that sole on like a pure American, would it be a better, like I don't understand how the world works anymore. And I realize I'm just on the internet, you know, it's just like fucking idiots saying stupid shit, like myself included. I'm not sure how I got on this tangent. I think what I was trying to come up with is like, well, American made versus Chinese made. So yeah. So this winch company, they're obviously sourcing their shit in China, making it in China, right over. And everyone's like, Warren, dude. America made Warren. Get a Warren winch. All right, let's price some Warren winches out. Let's do apples to apples, and let's see how this works out. It doesn't work out, dude. There's no fucking way that you can justify, in my mind, buying a Warren winch. Warren winches are made in America anymore. Like, I went through all this, I've gone through all this winch thing like twice now. Like every time I buy a winch for a machine, I always go through it. It's like, you can't touch that shit with a 20-foot pole, dude. Like, you may be able to get like on the weight rating, but like you're gonna get like you're gonna get steel cable. You're not gonna get a wireless fucking system. It's gonna look like it came from 1970, you know, like this one that I'm getting now is all fucking super modern mode, like it's so cool looking. Unfortunately, you probably won't be able to see it. It'll be hidden underneath the fucking cart, but And if you price that version of a warrant, it's like, you taking a loan out, dude? You gonna take a fucking loan out? Get out of here. The other really important thing that you can check out with a winch is the duty cycle. And I know duty cycle is a thing that most people, you start talking about duty cycles and people's eyes glaze over. I didn't understand that either until I started researching and learning about welding equipment and like air compressors and shit. Because what a lot of people will do when they advertise their stuff, they will neglect to reference the duty cycle. What a duty cycle is if you run the machine, how long do you have to let the machine before you can run it again? So for example, if it was a 50% duty cycle, I'm gonna get this wrong. God, I think it's like 50% would be like if you ran it for a minute, you have to let it rest for a minute. Is that right? Because 100% duty cycle, you can just run it all the way across the board. A 99% duty cycle, if you ran it for 10 minutes, you need to let it rest for 1 minute. Well, I guess some of these winches that they're pushing right now, like, I guess Harbor Freight sells a one called Badlands. And a lot of people are enjoying it and have good things to say about it because it's got a good price point. And it's decently built. And it has a lot of the features that people are looking for in like waterproofness and all this. Like someone dug some shit about their duty cycle. It was like 5% under heavy load, which means if you ran it for a minute, you'd have to like let it rest for 14 minutes or like some insane things. Like, oh my God. Because like generally when you're winching, you're not like, oh hey, I let my winch fucking rest. Like no one's thinking that. Like, oh, my machine. So, long story short, you want the duty cycle to be as close to 100% as you can get because that you can just run it and never worry about it. So like, but it's an actual cost curve. The better the duty cycle, the more it costs because that's how shit works. I mean, the cool down is heat. That's why they tell you to let it rest. Like my air compressor is 100% duty cycle. That thing just run 24 hours a day. But it was extraordinarily expensive, but I didn't want to have to worry about that shit. That's a forever purchase as opposed to a 10-year purchase and buying another, and then another 10 years and buying another one. Whatever. So I didn't do the fancy colored rope match the machine just because I don't see, I don't want to harsh on anybody that like color shit. That's fine, but like sometimes when I look at like, you watch videos of people making, showing their machines or whatever they're doing, it's like, sometimes I feel like they're trying too hard to make it too matched. Like it's like, really? Like, I'm not saying purple with fucking orange or green, or like just make it crazy, but like I saw a dude who had a machine of mine, he like powder coated the rims blue and like tried to match everything. It just like when you look at the machine, it was like it looks like you tried too hard. Like you're like, I want this like blue, make it all blue. Like dude, I already got like red shit on mine. I handle, I put that bitch right on there, so I got a red handle on my blue machine. I don't give a fuck. Cause there's gonna be red shit. It's just the way life goes, man. And there's gonna be blue shit. And there's gonna be. I'm gonna have some green shit. Like I got a green recovery rope. Yep. I got a red recovery rope. Yep. That's all going in there. I'm like, oh, I gotta get blue. So like, I had to make that decision with my ATV. Like, I mean, I did the mule first. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a green rope because I had a little bit of green, and I couldn't get green rope. Thank Christ. So I just went with black. Just said fucking black matches everything. Well, that black rope, it's Amstel Steel Blue is what they call it. The blue is just what they call it. It's not the color blue unless you buy Amstel Blue in blue, then it's blue. All those ropes, like you use them enough time, they get pulled and they fade. Like they fade color out. So like the black rope turns gray. The red rope, amazingly, turns pink. The blue rope turns blue, which is fine. I mean, I should have gone blue. I don't know. I didn't. I just went black. I mean, with the red ATV, it's like I'm gonna get a red rope. That'll be good. And then I looked into it. It's like oh, nice pink rope. It's like just black. It does come with a blue oh shit grabber, which that'll be nice. The other ones I think are like gray or some shit. They don't match nothing. Or they're like brown. So whatever. What I need to do is get a hold of that bumper company and see if I can get like a discount somehow. I did dig up a 10% coupon, but unfortunately 10% is not enough. I need more than 10% off. I got 20% off on the receiver and like 30 something off that. I just don't know. I don't know if that. I feel like something's up with winch. Like it's so much. It's like it's over $100 off. It doesn't make any sense to my mind, but it's Amazon Prime through like it's the Moto Alliance their store. I just hope there's not some like fine print bullshit where it's like, oh, if you did it from us, no warranty. Like if that's the case, I guess I'm gonna have to just call Moto Alliance up. Be like, yo, what the fuck's going on? I mean, I couldn't call them because they were closed. Like Friday days, they don't work on the weekend, so. I contacted the company that's been sending me shit for my bull, explained my situation, you know, invited them to send me some more shit to test out for them. I haven't heard back. Like the time I don't know what the deal is. I think I got a new person. Like the last time they sent me something was the camouflage seat covers. I put them on my mule. And I gave them feedback like, hey, these are too big, they're so loose. I mean, they fit, they're fine, but like, I guess all the way back, they originally sent me black seat covers, and they wouldn't fit, they were too small. No, your shit's too small, they don't fit, like, ain't gonna work. And then they're like, okay. So then like, I got contacted back, said, all right, we redesigned, bigger, can we send them to you? Yep, they sent them to me, I put them on, they fit great. I got them on my machine now, they're fucking great. They're just great seat covers. They're great, that's all I can say. They sent me the first camo, too big. I was like, dude, make them the same size as the fucking... No. They sent me another set. We made them smaller. It was like, a little smaller, but like, they don't fit like the black ones do. Like, I don't know what to tell you people. And when I sent them that video, it's like, there you go. I mean, I don't make promises. I'm not making production, like, Hollywood productions. I do. If you don't like it, tough shit. And that's what I do, if you've ever seen my videos. I didn't hear back from forever, and then I got an email like weeks later. Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed your email, or I didn't check my email. Thanks. I was like, what? All right. I don't know if my email is just in the inbox and they just like haven't got around to it, or if there's like, who's this guy? But like, you know, the email chain is like 1 billion emails long, so I assume they know who I am. But I suppose maybe I need to put a video up so they can actually see it's on my channel. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. How long have we gone? 57 minutes, getting close. Sorry about that interruption earlier. That's never had that happen before on the old live stream. I think my day got messed up yesterday. Like I woke up and then next thing I know it was 6:45 and I hadn't had lunch yet. It's like, oh shit, I've been busy all day. Like didn't get dinner, didn't get lunch. So like, yeah. Oh well. Such is life in the big city. Anywho's, I think that's probably about all I'm gonna blab my. I think I'm done. That French toast sucked. I knew it would suck. No bread does. I like fluffy white bread for French toast, but like, I just didn't know what to make for breakfast today. I need to go out and do some shit. I'm trying to get like a trip sorted out. Is what I'm trying to do. Cause like, I need to be driving that thing around. I'm pretty sure I can get at least one loop. Should be enough width and height and trees that I can get at least a loop up there. But I was like, oh man, that's like a forest. So I got to go up there and like Try to figure out how to clear some shit, cut some trees. Right now I'm regretting buying the plug-in version of a pull chainsaw highly. Because that'd be really great to have a cordless one. Jesus, this shit that is... I'll buy a plug-in one so it lasts forever. And then like go to the back acreage there and cut a tree that's way up in the sky. I'm like, I can't do it, so... Whatever, wish me luck. Thanks for tuning in. Soon lots of side-by-side content coming up. Just because... It's not going to turn into a side-by-side channel. It's just a law of averages. Like, I'm many pennies per video, and like I just got to put the videos out, and like if I can get one to kind of catch and like get some dooba-dooba-doo, then you know I might make a hate video because I'm hating my roll cage finish. I can tell you that right now. They did a shit job on that, so I may do a fucking shit on Honda fucking video, maybe 1,000 views on that thing or something. But all right. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out. We've got 30 seconds to make 1 hour exactly. I'm going to cut it short. Peace. Stay safe.